mortgage is far beyond our expectation.
He's the safest way of owning a house.
My mouth is full of appreciation to Federal Mortgage Bank.
Good evening and welcome to the program Everyone Deserves a Home. I am your regular anchor, Zuleyhat Belagubir. Glad to have you join us. It is the intention of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to have its customers have a feel of what it does, no matter their location. For its customers to have easy access to its products and services, the bank opened branch offices all around the 36 states of the country. These branch offices and their zonal head offices have in no small measure contributed to the mission of the bank to see that Nigerians have a chance of realizing their home ownership dream through mortgage options. How well have these offices carried out their assignments? What is their scorecard? In this new series of the program, we shall be measuring the impact of the FMBN through the various branch offices, starting with the FCT1 branch office. These and other segments will make up the episode tonight. I'll be back after this timeout. Please stay tuned.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
The program will take off with events making the news from the Nigerian housing sector. Tonight, FMBN celebrates board member as it bows out of service. Stay tuned for details of this and other stories. The board, management and staff of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has felicitated with one of the board members, Mr. Adedeji Jones Adeshimoye, on his retirement from service. Speaking at a valedictory session held in his honor, Managing Director, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, Architect Ahmed Ngiwa, congratulated the board member on the milestone, describing his time as a member of the board as impactful.
I'm able to say that my relationship with FMBN as a board member representing the Apex Bank is of tremendous help or of tremendous assistance to the bank. That we have had a lot of interactions with him. We have gained tremendously from his rich contributions to the board.
Other board and management members who gave goodwill messages poured encomiums on the retiree.
I wish you successful in your future endeavors. I thank you all for being part of our house again. Extend our best wish to you and your family.
You kept on pushing. Fortunately, none resisted. We have taken all the advice, all the guides, all the guidelines that you have on Federal Mortgage Bank to prosper.
Adeshimoye is a policy person. He's a very hardworking person. Sometimes I just envy how this man survive himself. Adeshimoye is, some people don't like the word tax managers, but Adeshimoye is a tax manager. This is somebody who is result-oriented. And when you have the focus, you pursue to the last.
Just this morning, your paper, your congratulatory paper was going around, and I was short of words I was asking the person that brought it, what do I write about Adeshemoye? But not to send it, I say, I remember one good thing that defeat Adeshemoye. Adeshemoye, he's 60 and he's retiring. No, this man is retiring, but I believe he's not tired. So I say, let me write it. I'm intelligent, articulate, composed, sharp. That I think the housing sector is going to meet his contribution.
Your God will guide you and protect you. Your family will continue to enjoy the beauty, the friendship, all your earnings with you for a long, long time.
Responding, the celebrant appreciated the management and staff of the FMBN for supporting him during his time as a member of the board. He enjoyed them to keep the fire burning in order to move the Nigerian mortgage sector to greater heights.
Today gives me a great pleasure with a big of mixed feeling. First, when I was posted to Federal Mortgage Bank, yes, I have made contact and have some friends, and in one way or the other, we had the opportunity of meeting even up to the National Assembly, and I made my impression known. So when I was coming here, I know it's going to be a task, but I have a very strong belief that the team I was going to meet, they are also progressing and they want to reposition the bank.
Until his retirement, Mr. Adeshemoye was a board member representing the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Surveyor General of the Federation, Samuel Taiwo, has disclosed that the Federal School of Surveying, FSS, Oyo State, is going to undergo restructuring and a faculty of geoinformatics and science created. He said this is coming as part of efforts to transform the institution into a university. The Surveyor General mentioned this recently. He mandated the management of the school to prepare a roadmap to upgrade the school. The Governing Council also appointed a 6-man committee to review the school master plan for the expansion of the institution. The council commended commitment of the rector, Dr. Dupe Ni Lola Olayinka Dosumu, and management for recent improvements and upgrading of facilities in the campus, advising them to put in more effort. Glad to have you stay with us. There are over 5 million NHF contributors contributing to the NHF scheme. Of this number, more than 1 million are from the FCT. In order to better service the contributors, the FMBN split the FCT branch office in two, FCT 1 and 2. So in our next segment, we'll focus on the FCT 1 branch office and what its duties are, as well as look at its impact on NHF contributors in the Federal Capital Territory.
The Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, is the headquarters of the Federal Civil Service, housing several government parastatals, departments, and agencies. Because the population of federal civil servants is high, the presence of the FMBN through various estates is very visible. Some of these estates include Full-Fledged Estate Kuje, Woodhill Estate Phase 1 and 2, Mercy Samuelson Estate, Brains and Hammers Bungalow City, Manrank Estate Life Camp, Ace Bridge Limited, and FMBN NLC TUC NECA project, and many others. In the last 3 years, over 25 new estates have been built by the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria in the FCT. In all these estates and working in partnership with developers, the FMBN FCT office and the headquarters, quality is of utmost importance.
FMBN plays two major parts from their own office. They come from the national headquarters of FMBN. They have a monitoring team that always come to visit periodically to check the quality and the pace of the work. Also, they have people from their state office who come around to visit our site, checking the progress, the quality, and to ensure that we are doing things properly. So that's two people from FMBN directly.
Compliance to the National Housing Fund scheme is also noticeably higher than in other states of the Federation. As it stands, there are over 1 million NHF contributors to the National Housing Fund scheme in the Federal Capital Territory.
So in terms of compliance level, yes, the people of FCT are complying because right now, the bank has about 5.2 million contributors, and FCT has out of that over 5 million, I think about 5.2 generally in the bank-wide. FCT has over 1 million. So FCT is doing, that's 1/5, that's about 20% of the entire contributors in the country. But be that as it may, I think we can still do much, much better.
This is a sensitization exercise organized by the FCT 1 branch office. The purpose of this exercise is to bring on board more NHF contributors in the informal sector. The FCT 1 office carries out such exercises quarterly. The exercises are very successful in letting those who are not in the formal sector know more about the National Housing Fund.
And many are eager to take this opportunity because before we are left out in the government, is like government forget the outside sectors, we that are artisans. But right now that finally you people have remembered us, we are very happy about it.
With sensitizations like these, the FCT has seen a steady growth in the number of its contributors.
The bank has a 5-year strategic plan that we are running with in the bank. And one of the cardinal points that was given to us is the informal sector. Because we discovered that a lot of Nigerians are in the informal sector and is on tap. So we have been given that mandate to go after the informal sector. So as part of that, what FCT1 is doing to reach out to that sector of the economy is that we carry out sensitization program every quarter. We go on road shows, so we don't limit ourselves only to the Abuja metropolis. We go to the hinterland. We go to the satellite areas. We go to Lugbe, we go to Kubwa, we go to where you have law school, Buhari. We go to all those places where you have informal sector people. The last sensitization we had, we reach out to the mechanics, we reach out to the malls where you have a lot of people, providing for themselves. We find out that most of these people, they don't know much about mortgage, and we need to sensitize them about mortgage.
Still on the informal sector, the Cooperative Housing Development Scheme has had a major impact in housing delivery in the FCT. The first estate from this partnership with cooperative societies, Aka Care Cooperative Housing Estate, was commissioned in February 2020 in the FCT by the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Raji Fashola. Since that memorable day, various cooperatives in the FCT have adopted the CHDL as a veritable way of providing houses for their members. Some other estates developed through the Cooperative Housing Development Loan Window include 9 Walls Trading Cooperative Housing Project, Federal Ministry of Environment Multi-Purpose Cooperative Development Housing Scheme, Energy Commission of Nigeria Multi-Purpose Cooperative Housing Project, Advanced Trust Multi-Purpose Cooperative Housing Project, and the FMBN City with cooperative projects for 8 different cooperatives. The FCT is also the location of the FMBN Mega City project under the Economic Recovery and Sustainability Plan. The project, being developed by Brains and Hammers, will add 1,250 houses to the city while creating a number of jobs.
You have to remember that for every house you build, you are generating 20 jobs minimum for every house. So we are giving 5,000. So 5,000 times 20 jobs, that's 100,000 jobs. That's what the federal government wants us to create within 1 year in order to sustain the economy, to ensure that there is job creation.
All in all, the FMBN, through its various products and loan windows, has had a tremendous impact in housing provision for residents in the FCT. Over 16,000 Nigerians have benefited from the National Housing Fund loan. 6,000 out of these 16,000 are from the FCT.
But for the particular loan product of the PNB loan or the NHF loan, the bank has disbursed to over 16,000 beneficiaries bank-wide. Out of that total, FCT portion of it, it's about, we've done over 6,000. That means we have given PNB loans or NHF loans to over 6,000 beneficiaries out of the 16,000, which translates to about 37 to 38% of the entire loan portfolio for the PNB NHF loan.
On the issue of refunds, the FCT has refunded up to 2.6 billion naira to over 34,000 contributors who have retired from service.
The latest couple in town.
Good day, sir.
How are you? Oh, sit down, sit down, sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Drinks?
No, we're fine, sir.
How was the moon experience?
It was quite an experience.
How about house?
We are renting at the moment, but we intend to save enough to own our own house, right?
Why not avoid all those Shylock landlords and own a house upfront? With the average income and cost of building houses today in Nigeria, mortgage is the best option. No sweat. I tell you what, that was how I got my first house, and I've never regretted it.
To make good homes, and by implication a good society, an individual is expected to have an abode from which to take off and return at the end of each day. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home. Come join us at FMBN and let's shelter Nigeria together.
You are still watching Everyone Deserves a Home. We love to share stories of beneficiaries of the NHF scheme with our viewers because they stand as proof of the reality of the scheme. Their testimonies also serve as inspiration to many to take that step. Tonight, we'll share with you the story of an elated homeowner who just decided to give the scheme a try. That trial has earned her a home to call her own. Don't go away.
The payment process is quite flawless.
It was unbelievable because I didn't know that they have such a scheme existing in Nigeria.
Is it true that I will get the house? No, why not? You met all the requirements, so you'll get it.
The joy of ownership is wonderful.
This 2-bedroom fully detached bungalow belongs to Mrs. Sadia Ibrahim, a primary healthcare worker working in Dutse, the Jigawa state capital. After listening to a radio program where the branch manager announced the completion of houses in the state capital, Sadia decided to go to the branch office to find out more.
I went to the 7-Alone office. I asked for the place. They showed me the office. I went there and show them my interest.
After inquiries, Sadia went ahead with all due diligence till she was asked to pay 10% equity of the total amount of the house, which she got for 6.5 million naira. She didn't have the complete money, but Sadia did not let that deter her dreams.
I have no money at the time, first time. Firstly, I go to Polaris Bank. They give me the account number. I go there, deposited 400,000. Then later I go deposit 200,000. Lastly, 50,000 naira.
Sadia says her joy knows no bounds as she now owns a place she can call her own. Her experience living in a rented apartment is not something she likes to recall.
We told them in 2 years to come and repair the house. Up to now, they didn't do it. They sent somebody to come and see the ceiling, how they scattered it since last rainy season. But they didn't repair it. But now we thank God and we thank Scan Investment for doing this for the people.
One thing that excites her about the scheme is the repayment plan. She describes it as suitable for her.
Welcome back. All the time, we get questions from our viewers on different issues relating to the NHF scheme. To answer some of these questions, we are introducing a new segment to the program where we will have all of your pressing questions answered. To unveil this segment, many of our viewers have frequently asked what the NHF scheme is, and we have that answered for you. Stay tuned for our FAQ segment coming up shortly. For the week is, what is the NHF scheme?
The NHF is an acronym for National Housing Fund. It is a scheme introduced by the federal government of Nigeria, established by Act number 30 of 1992. The beauty of the scheme is that while you contribute, you also qualify to apply for a mortgage loan to own a house, to build a house, or to renovate a house of your own.
We have come to the end of the program for the week. You too can send in your questions and comments via the phone number or email address displaying on your screens below. For inquiries, you can walk into any of our FMBN branch offices nationwide or log on to www.fmbn.gov.ng. You will also find our office addresses there. You can catch up previous episodes of the program on our social media handles also displaying on your screens. I'll be back next week on this same station with another edition of Everyone Deserves a Home. Have a pleasant night and bye for now.